What if the happy hosts, the gorgeous stars, the seemingly ideal family, and the couple we've been following for years, were they secretly repressing their own suffering? What if there were lonely evenings, private tears, and unseen difficulties behind the cameras and red carpets? We share a tale today that has startled and deeply touched fans. For the first time, popular TV couple Ripa and Mark Consuelos have opened up about their challenging family problems. Their story explores themes of love, tenacity, and the great value of family togetherness during trying times, in addition to illuminating celebrity depression. In every new chapter of our journey, I'm going to reveal something far more startling, so hold on tight. Kelly Ripa has been a fixture on morning television for over 2 decades. Millions of us invited her to come to our homes for coffee and breakfast. During their time together, her husband of more than 25 years, Mark Consuelos, also rose to prominence as an actor. From the outside, they looked perfect, a well-known couple who are adept at balancing their private and public lives and who are parents to 3 children. But as anyone who has lived long enough can tell you, no family is immune to adversity. In contrast to the idyllic Riapa-Consuelo home, life was far more difficult. Mark and Kelly made every effort to keep their kids out of the spotlight. As kids, Michael, Lola, and Joan experienced their parents' affection, but they also always carried the burden of fame. In private, Kelly and Mark admitted that raising kids in that environment was really difficult. Tension, anxiety, and sleepless nights followed. "We are thought to have everything under control," Kelly once acknowledged. "We barely hold it together on other days, though." Their openness shocked their supporters, who believed they had carefree lives. It wasn't just Kelly and Mark that struggled. Their daughter Lola was particularly affected by the strain of public opinion. Lola sobbed during a tearful event, overwhelmed by the weight of having 2 famous parents. Her sorrow had nothing to do with fame or fortune. In a world that seemed to have decided her identity, it was all about finding her specialty and coming into her own. Seeing her daughter cry was awful for Kelly. The TV personality who had millions of viewers laughing felt completely powerless. In hindsight, Mark admitted that he also wept silently at those moments, wishing he could take away his kids' burdens. No matter how strong a marriage is, it can still be scrutinized. The friendship between Mark and Kelly was repeatedly tested. The late hours, work-related separations, and disputes over child-rearing all contributed to the tension. In one candid conversation, Kelly revealed that she and Mark were unsure of their capacity to weather tough times. It was a tremendous shock to their supporters to learn that they too had reservations. Being together through thick and thin is what true love is all about, not being perfect. Instead of keeping their tale a secret, Kelly and Mark decided to share it. Then came a chapter that completely upended the family. When a family member unexpectedly fell ill, Kelly and Mark had to put their life on hold. Many details were kept secret, but individuals close to the couple reported that they were praying for strength and giving each other hugs when this incident occurred. For Kelly, it was a sobering reminder that fame is pointless when her health is at risk. Mark saw it as an opportunity to stand up for his loved ones. Since it displayed a different side of them, fans might be able to empathize. When a loved one is in pain, anxiety is sensed. When Kelly and Mark finally opened up about their problems, their audience was shocked. Kelly openly admitted that her family had endured unseen hardships. Tears all night long, uncertainty in the morning. "We're not perfect," Mark emphasized, echoing her previous statement. "We fight. Our love for one another keeps us going even when we cry." This revelation was both frightening and inspiring, since they made it possible for millions of others to express their own sorrow and acknowledge their own. A huge number of people answered. Numerous admirers wrote letters and posted social media posts about their own family struggles. Parents said, "I felt seen." Grandparents, great-grandparents, and everyone else concerned for their grandchildren, many cited Kelly and Mark's openness as a reminder that no family is immune to stress, but that bending does not always mean breaking. People in their 60s and older were reminded of something they already understood deep down. Endurance, not ease, is the key to great strength. Through it all, Mark and the Willows stay. Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa are one of the most adored couples in Hollywood. They have always seemed like the perfect couple. From their initial meeting on the set of All My Children to their decades-long marriage filled with happiness, celebrity appearances, and family adventures. But the beloved team suddenly revealed their fans a more sinister aspect of their lives, a devastating and personal family problem. In an interview, Kelly and Mark displayed a rare degree of openness as they talked about challenges that have tested their love, tolerance, and fortitude. Although their public personas, smiling on talk shows, going to upscale events, and posting cute family photos on social media are frequently fake, this conversation offered audiences a glimpse into their real lives, the ups and downs of loving. Michael, Lola, and Walken are three handsome boys who Kelly and Mark have welcomed into the world throughout their more than 20 years of marriage. Along the way, they've had many joys, victories, and common interests. But like any other family, they have had difficulties. They talked about how difficult it has been to balance their responsibilities as parents and entertainers. Working long hours and facing public criticism can be exhausting, especially when caring for children requires your full attention, mental stability, and physical endurance. Mark and Kelly both expressed their exhaustion at times when it seemed impossible to strike a balance between work, family, and personal wellness. It's not always easy, Kelly said grudgingly. The married couple stated that behind the scenes, it can be really tough to manage everything. But you see us laughing on TV or posting cute family photos. Despite their seemingly perfect exterior, Mark and her have experienced the emotional highs and lows that all parents can relate to. Periods of doubt, anxiety, and even fear for their kids' safety. Tragic family conflicts. Managing their children's emotional well-being and the stresses they face has been the most difficult aspect of family life, Kelly and Mark stated, without going into graphic detail. Managing these situations, which include both personal anxieties and academic challenges, has been emotionally draining. No matter how much we hope for our children's well-being, there were nights when we couldn't sleep. Mark said, "You put in an effort to be resilient, but there are moments when you feel completely powerless." Kelly said these issues were exacerbated by the constant push to be in the public eye. Every decision and action can be misinterpreted. As parents, we only want to keep our children safe and give them a normal life, even if that seems impossible. Many people who admire them identify with them personally as they regard them as regular parents who struggle with common problems. Uncovering the potential of love. Kelly and Mark emphasized that despite all the challenges and grief, their love for each other and their children has remained a constant source of strength. They rely on open communication, teamwork, and the shared understanding that parenthood is a roller coaster through thick and thin. The goal is not to be perfect, Kelly explained. Loving one another, supporting one another, and standing by our children no matter what, Mark said, "We've had hard days, but we've also had moments that remind us why it's worth it. The smiles, the accomplishments, and the small victories are what keep us going." Fans, take note. By discussing their problems, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos hope to show the world that even successful people have terrible days and sometimes doubt themselves. We can grow as individuals and as caretakers by acknowledging that motherhood, love, and family life will present challenges. Their main message is that it's okay to experience difficulties, feel overwhelmed, and ask for help. With love, tolerance, and support, families can get through any difficult situation. For their adoring fans, this exchange is a moving reminder of Kelly and Mark's humanity. The well-known couple's unwavering love for each other and their children are evident despite all of the challenges they have faced as they work to provide a safe and caring environment for their loved ones.